call the normally scheduled meeting for the Sanitary District to order. We'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call, please.
Ken Gambala is absent. Richard Setlick.
Here?
Patricia Simstermerchik.
Here.
Kim Kroll.
Here.
And Robert Kometz is absent. Wayne Pondinas.
Present.
Joe Wizawati.
Present.
Since you only have 3 people, all votes must be unanimous.
Alrighty. We've got some minutes to approve. We've got 3 sets of minutes, 2 of which are basically old minutes that were never formally approved due to one reason or another. And if everyone's had a chance to review the minutes, I'll entertain a motion to approve the January 19th, 2021 joint study session minutes.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is the approval of the March 16th, 2021 joint study session minutes. I'll entertain a motion for approval of that.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next one is the approval of the October 18th, 2022 regular meeting that was held last month. If no questions arise, I'll entertain a motion for approval of the October 18th minutes.
So moved.
Oh, second.
Okay. We got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
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 All right, under new business,
I wouldn't comment there. I want to thank our person who's been doing them, Jerry, I believe.
Yeah.
Doing a very good job. She gets them out early, have a chance to look at them, and make comments or whatever.
I
Just want to put that in.
fully concur. She gets them done quickly and gets them to us to review, which helps with a lot of correcting things at these meetings. So,
You only
kudos.
have one more month of her, and she retires at the end of the year.
Not allowed.
Really?
Just, no, pull her papers. She's not allowed. Sorry, not allowed.
Denied.
Good for her, but we're going to miss her. Who's going to take over
Don't know.
that job?
I believe there's an individual that's there now that's going to be moving basically up to that.
Is she going to be training them?
I would imagine she already knows how
Okay.
to do that.
All right, well, she'll be sorely missed.
Yeah.
So, all righty. Wayne, no more bad news, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Under new business, we've got several sewer and landscape credits that were forwarded to us by the clerk treasurer's office. Most of these are relative to new homes, with the exception of one meter that was not working correctly. Does anyone have any questions relative to any of these that are listed on the agenda? Okay, hearing no questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve the landscape credits as listed on the agenda. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 residents.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 And I want to thank the clerk treasurer's office for the paperwork that they forward to us relative to this, because the explanation with the documentation that they provide makes the job much easier. Again, item number B, I'll entertain a motion to approve the reimbursement of pay request number 3 for the US 41 Utility Relocation Project, Ditch, Box Culvert, Water Main, and Sanitary Force Main conflict in the amount of $11,550 to the Board of Waterworks. Is there any discussion on this? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve $11,550 to the Board of Waterworks.
Also move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one on the agenda is the motion to approve reimbursement of $7,500 to the Board of Waterworks for the final pay application of $0 for the US 41 utility relocation project, ditch, box culvert, water main, and sanitary force main conflict. Any questions or discussion relative to this? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, reports and correspondence. Wayne, any project updates?
Yes, the SCADA system for the sanitary, they worked on their second to the last lift station today. Next week, next Tuesday, they go to lift station 8, which is on Mallard, and they'll finish up. And by the end of the year, everything should be going, the bugs should be taken out of it, and everything should be up and running.
It's in the end of this year, right?
At the end of this year, yeah.
If I can, reading one thing based on the dockets, but it appears that, since it's my thing looking at the I&I stuff, inflow and infiltration, but it looks like they put in a volume meter, or a flow meter, sorry. Was it lift station number 1? So I'm assuming that's hooked up to the SCADA system.
I can't answer that one. I'm not sure.
Okay, but I'm assuming so I'll give them credit there, because initially it was, I believe the town was relying on the only one with Cherville and didn't have anything, but I think somehow to analyze the flows through the system would help determining where a lot of the stuff is coming from, or majority or whatever, if there's overflows. But anyway, as like reading the tea leaves and seeing the things, there was installing a new flow meter, and since it's for sanitary, it has to be in the sanitary line. So I look at that as a plus, and assuming it's with the SCADA system, which is another plus. And Bob Valoy, talked with him, he's still working on things. I guess a process for looking at things to process/procedure maybe, along with SCADA, to look at the flows and to determine what's good, bad, some parameters to deal with. So going forward, that'll be good, instead of me complaining about, we're pumping out 1 million gallons, but we're processing 4 or something like that. So, but anyway,
It's a
that's
good
actually on a
start.
plus side. Yeah.
It's a good start. Anything else other than SCADA?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want to thank Wayne there too for providing the stuff for Ferguson. I wish it would have been an easier task to get it, but anyway, a rather significant buy. Once again, it would be nice if we would have known that when it was going on, instead of having to kind of get it afterwards, since the total amount on those 2 POs was the same amount we paid, the sanitary paid for the SCADA system. It was roughly approving, the town council did $600,000 for those things. And the same thing we spent quite a bit of time and special meetings on the SCADA system for $600,000. And once again, I don't know the difference why one was talked about here and the other one wasn't. But neither here nor there. It appears the pricing was good, and it's going on. I don't know where it stands or who's monitoring how much we get based on that PO or when it runs out, but assuming somebody's watching that. So, go on from there. But thank you, Wayne.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. Any other further discussion on updates? All right, movement on to the payment of the bills. The sanitary district docket, we have before us the actual printed docket, but because of some coding issues within the clerk's office, relative to what the State Board of Accounts wants to have coded. Some items were not put on the docket because of a different code. So the sanitary district on the docket, it's listed as $84,456.15. However, the additions to the sanitary district docket for the items that were not placed on there, and all of you have a copy of that, St. John payroll and some conference lodging expenses, is an additional $3,176.69. So that'll bring the total to $87,738.84. It's $87,738.84.
Do they have to be added, or are they already on there?
Say what?
Aren't they already on there?
No.
Record amendment, added them to this month's dockets.
Because the original number that you read off wasn't the same that's on this docket.
7997, the last one here.
Wait.
Here it is, 617. 7997. And the others, they're on here already.
Okay, so she's got them on.
Yeah, she's just saying she did that because the dates are.
Oh, she added them on.
Yeah,
okay,
but
so-
the dates are out of sequence, so I believe that total that is
Okay,
printed is not, okay.
okay. So the docket will remain at $84,562.15. So I will need a motion for approval on that.
So moved.
I will second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. The wastewater docket that's before us in the amount of $1,665,334.58. Is there any discussion relative to the wastewater docket?
I just have on the copier, which we brought up before, in prior meetings, I believe in September.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember right in the minutes, where we wanted some justification as to why, or justification for why sanitary is paying for that portion. And to my knowledge, we haven't gotten that justification, but we got another thing on the docket thing. And one other thing, that total is a little bit skewed because I checked with Beth there. But we have it that there's roughly 1.3 million of that 1.6 is actually just at the recommendation of the auditors, putting on these notices of the investments,
Correct.
which is not really a expense in the,
And it's not a
Right.
true
Yeah.
expenditure.
right, but it's there mainly for informational purposes.
Okay, and maybe the town manager can add some light to this, why the copier,
Well, again, the town manager's office does do a lot of printing and copying for all of the boards, all of the commissions. In fact, we'll probably be doing the minutes within our office for the sanitary district going forward after January. So, you know, we do have that expense.
Well,
okay,
in doing the minutes, you don't need a copier.
To
Until
print the package, to print
print
the minutes, so that way you
Right,
can,
but
you can
I've
sign
been
them. I
printing my
mean,
own for years, but,
Right.
so they just come in a PDF, so I think it's a lot more on having them prepared rather than for 3 or 4 or up to 8 sheets of paper.
Right, but the copies are required for the clerk's office as well, the originals.
I'm just saying, though, that percentage, or whatever it is, I don't know, just a justification. How did you come that I don't even know what that is.
We use the same justification as when the clerk treasurer did, you know, their purchase for their copier as well. It was the same, based on the same percentages.
And that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever to me. Your functions are nowhere similar. I don't see, I might as well come up with my percentages for what I use my copier for to print these things,
Well, then
charge for a new printer.
I guess you folks can determine what you think is fair and justified, and we'll go with that.
Well, I'm not trying to make the charge. So, you want me to, I'm trying to,
If you'd prefer not to pay it, you can remove it off the docket, and we can move forward with the docket.
well, that would be my,
Well, and again, you weren't here as town manager, but in the 18-plus years I've been on this board, the sanitary district has never paid for a copier for the town manager's office because the justification for paying a third of the copy machine for the minimal amount of work that is done for this board relative to clerk treasurer, public works, those are justified expenses. I think if the State Board of Accounts came in and fully audited that, for us to try to explain that away would be very difficult because your office does police, fire,
As I said,
everything.
Madam Chair,
So-
and if that's the pleasure of the board, please go ahead and remove it off of there. You guys can vote and approve the docket.
And again, we're just trying to be good stewards.
I
stewards
totally
of-
respect that.
Of that money, so,
I'll have it on the town council's docket to pay it.
all righty. Well, that being said, I will entertain a motion for the amended docket, less the $1,321.75 line item for the Rico USA copier for the town manager's office. According to what I have,
$1,664,012.83.
correct.
also
So,
move.
all right, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. All righty. And any public comment? No?
I'm not part of the public, but I'm going to make a comment anyway, if that's all right. Just letting you know, I believe in planning and looking ahead. And so, I want to let that be known. I have one more meeting after this one, and my term is up.
No, another one we're not accepting. No. You and Jerry, sorry, can't happen.
No, I don't want to end up like Ken. But anyway. But no, I'm not going to go after another one. And there's a variety of reasons. Most of which is the enjoyment. It's not as enjoyable as it used to be.
It used to be fun.
Well, yeah, and a lot of times we didn't have that much to do, but there's too much with things coming and claims of independence, but yet we don't know anything. And anytime we ask, it's like talking into a mirror. It's reflected back. Like I don't, like a copier, I don't use it, but suggesting that we come up with a justification, it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I hear about a budget, but yet I never hear anything about ahead of time about what's going on or anything else. And a matter, can talk ad nauseum for a SCADA system, but you hear absolutely nothing for something comparably priced for a bunch of meters that bypasses everything. And then it seemed to be kind of a bit of a hassle to even get the information. Like I was somehow dipping into the secrets. But anyway, it's not enjoyable anymore. It gets too much to be of a hassle. I don't believe I have the independence we used to have, or whether we ever had it, quite frankly. But sitting here and approving things, but we really don't know what's going on. Have no say-so in people, who's coming in, are you gonna get any more people? But yet, Waste Raw is bringing in a lot of money, but we don't really have control over those funds in any way, shape, or form. Somebody else does. And so, it's those stressors that I have a problem with. And as Wayne would acknowledge, at my advanced age, I choose not to deal with them. So I will not be going forward. But anyway, it's been a hoot. I've enjoyed the people.
Well, we got to hear that, and we look forward, hopefully moving forward with the cooperation of the town manager and the town council and better communication so we can be all on the same page. Because we're all on the same team. We should be able to work together.
And I think everybody agree.
In theory.
Communication could be improved
Yes.
tremendously. But
How many years did you have? 16?
I don't think it was that much. Maybe 15, I don't know. Somewhere in the teens. Not as much as this one here.
I know, I'm a dinosaur.
Yeah. She welcomed me when I started and then has been laughing at me ever since.
Laughing with you. Come on, there's a difference, laughing with you.
Yeah, not so much, not so much. You're not gonna get out of it. But, no, that's going on and the things going back and forth and duties taken away, things brought back, sort of. But anyway, it was fun. But now, I'll let somebody else have some fun. So.
We will miss your government expertise, all your years in the
Wayne
federal
won't. I
government.
was always questioning Wayne, you know.
Yeah.
He won't miss that a bit. He's,
Thank you for your time and your service and everything else, Rich.
Exactly.
I'm not done yet. I'm assuming we have a meeting next
Yes.
month.
Well, you know, if I'm not here next month, at least I've got
Well, you're
my
not
thing.
quitting too, are you? No.
No.
Okay.
You're not going to be here next month?
I'm just saying, if I'm not here,
Oh, okay.
we could have a snowstorm.
What the heck? Well, if there's a snowstorm, I'm not coming. Oh. All righty, and moving on before we move to adjourn, is the water board meeting next month, December 20th? Because that's Christmas week. Did they set their meeting?
I don't know, our town council meeting's on a Tuesday.
Because the 20th would be our normally scheduled meeting. So, yeah, we're on there, okay.
Yep.
All right. Very good. I just want to make sure everyone will be in town, so.
It'll be, oh, it's Tuesday this month, I'm sorry. Yeah.
We'll probably have one before then too. 'Cause I'm sure there's housekeeping stuff that she's gonna be done before the 29th.
Okay,
So around for the 20th, yes?
December 20th it is.
Okay.
Thank you, Jason, for pulling that up. All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.